Is this perk worth booking the most expensive resorts in Disney World? Let's find out. Hey there, MamFam. We're at Magic Kingdom this evening for extended evening hours.
This is a perk only available to guests staying at Disney World Deluxe and DVC Villa Resorts. It's 2 extra hours in the Magic Kingdom or Epcot, where all your favorite attractions are open. Little to no lines are promised, so we're gonna check it out and see if this is worth bumping up to a Deluxe or a Villa Resort for your next Disney World stay. Now, extended evening hours are not to be confused with Disney after hours, even though I know that is very confusing on the face of it because they basically have the exact same name. Disney extended evening hours, again, are a perk of booking the more expensive resorts at Walt Disney World. Again, they can be any of the Deluxe resorts or the Deluxe villas, so you can go as inexpensive as Old Key West or as expensive as the most fabulous suite at the Grand Floridian. Disney After Hours is a specialty ticketed event available to anyone. You don't even have to be staying on Disney property to book a Disney After Hours ticket that lets you in a couple hours before the park closes officially and then is open 3 hours after the park closes with a small amount of guests. So you also can have access to attractions with low to no wait times. We have done videos on the Disney After Hours events both at Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios this year. We did Epcot last year as well. Those are great events. Highly recommend checking them out. Now, one other big difference between the two events at Disney After Hours, you do get snacks included. Things like popcorn, Mickey bars, bottled sodas, those are all included in the price of your ticket. That is not the case tonight at Disney Extended Evening Hours. One thing I also want to know before we get going is that you do still need park admission to come to this event. Having a resort stay at a Deluxe resort is not enough. You need to have valid admissions, including valid park hopper. So if you have a 1 park per day ticket and you did not start your day at Magic Kingdom, you will not have valid entry for evening hours. Okay, I think that's all the housekeeping stuff. We are ready to have some fun.
Now, extended evening hours extends 2 hours after park closes, and at all the participating attractions, they will check to make sure that you have a resort reservation before you are allowed into said attraction. Currently, these events are running at Magic Kingdom and Epcot, so if you are going to book a Deluxe resort or a DVC resort, make sure to check the calendar to see if the event is being run and at which park, because right now, they're currently only running at 1 time a week. And a massive thank you to DVC Rental Store for booking our room at Saratoga Springs. Now, this room through them cost $286, or rack rate, it would have been $536. And for reference, we checked the price of a room at the Pop Century Resort this evening, and it would have been about $230. So for $50 additional, we got a Deluxe resort and access to this event. And this video isn't even sponsored by DVC Rental Store. We just love them. Now, a little bit of behind the scenes for you. This is actually our second video today. We started by rope dropping the Magic Kingdom, and we're here for many hours. Went back to the room.
12 hours, I think.
Well, 12 and a half, maybe 13. Went back to the room for an hour and a half or so, and now back here. So, coffee.
Coffee.
We need coffee.
And it's like crisp enough that it could be a warm coffee.
Game changer.
If they have pumpkin, I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
We just gotta check.
Coffees have been acquired, and the delightful cast member Braden at the bakery told us that they will be open, much like Lionel Richie, all night long. So till 1 a.m. you can get your caffeine fix right on Main Street. Whoa. In all my years, has the sea serpent always had glowing eyeballs that change colors? I didn't imagine that, right? That just had purple eyes.
Yep.
And then blue eyes, and now it has no eyes. See, look! It has blue eyes again. Very suspicious. All right, we are headed to our first attraction. It's in Tomorrowland. It's a banger. But I also wanted to say that we stopped by a popcorn cart here in the Castle Hub area, and they said that they would be open through the extended hours. And they've got popcorn and ice cream bars. They also said they've got pretzels and churros, which aren't on their menu, but they and the other cart across the street will be open for the event. So there's not gonna be a ton of food around, but there's definitely some items you can grab. We, however, are headed to Tron Light Cycle Run, the newest ride in the Magic Kingdom. Yes, it is open as part of this event, and yes, it has a virtual queue, a special virtual queue just for guests going to this event. The way this special virtual queue works is it is at 6 p.m. on event nights, and if you have a Deluxe or Villa Resort on your reservation, anybody that's linked on that reservation can register for this virtual queue, or of course, you can register for your whole party. So a little bit before 6 p.m., you're gonna wanna confirm everybody in your party is listed, and then count down right at 6 p.m. You're gonna wanna refresh the screen and click join virtual queue, and then it should give you a virtual queue boarding group. When it is your time to ride, Disney will send you a push notification and let you know that you've got an hour to return to Tron. You can also check whenever you'd like, both in the app or on these big boards right here that tell you what group is being boarded. And note, the special 6 p.m. virtual queue is the only way to ride Tron during these extended hours. There is no standby line, there are no fancy rides at this point, so if you're considering riding it, make sure you're booking it at 6 p.m. I should also note that you do not have to be in Magic Kingdom at 6 p.m. to join. Again, you just have to have a qualifying resort linked to you and your party in the My Disney Experience app. Last thing I'll say about virtual queues is that when this event is held at Epcot, same rules apply for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
As Molly mentioned, Tron Light Cycle Run is the newest attraction here at Magic Kingdom, and it also has the tallest height requirement of 48 inches. It is by far the most thrilling ride in this park. It's also one of the shortest attractions as well. But one thing is undeniable, and that is how cool this looks at night. It's just so awesome with all the glowing lights. It just looks so cool to me. Now, virtual queue does not mean instant access to the attraction. And during the day, it actually means about 45 to 60 minutes of wait time in our experience. So I'm curious to see what that translates to this evening.
Lean, pull. Good job. Oh man, this ride is so much better at night, especially this initial part with the launch on the grid. I honestly wish the whole attraction was outside. I think this outside part is aces.
And always at night. So you got the light effects.
I will say one thing, it took significantly less time than during the day. However, it still took a little more than 30 minutes to do that whole experience, including going through the queue, dropping stuff off at locker, riding the attraction. So you're looking at taking about a quarter of your 2 hours to ride Tron. Now, one thing I did notice is that there are still virtual queue spots available past 11:30, which is surprising to me. So maybe if you joined a later virtual queue group, you would get through faster, because I think we were also with the final day guests. That said, that's a gamble you have to take. I know we're all trained to book the virtual queue as soon as you're able to. So I don't want to tell you not to book it in hopes it's shorter and then you not get a spot. Now it's about 11:45 at this point. Let's do a little wait time update. Let's see. Most things, 5 minutes. Big Thunder Mountain is unfortunately temporarily closed right now. Let's see. Haunted Mansion, 13 minutes, which is Disney code for it's a walk-on. Fun little ghost humor there. Jungle Cruise not open during this event, just something to take note of. No characters at this event either. After Hours does have some characters, like in Fairy Tale Hall. Nobody is around for this. 15 minutes at Peter Pan's Flight, holy moly. 5 at Pirates, 15 at Mine Train, 15 at Space. Yeah, the longest wait anywhere in the park is 15 minutes, which is pretty awesome.
With that in mind, we are headed to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which during the day, incredibly popular attraction. Wait times are always exceedingly long, and if you want to be able to get on this attraction, it is a fancy ride, so it's either book a fancy ride or have a pretty long wait, or I guess right here now, wait until this time of the evening during one of these extended hours events, and the wait time goes down to 15 minutes. So that's where we are headed next. Now, this is just a reminder. They are actually going to scan your ticket to make sure that you have a reservation at one of the qualifying resorts. We just did that here. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train has a 38-inch height requirement and is a step up from the Barnstormer in terms of the coasters here in the Magic Kingdom, and it takes you through the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but specifically with the dwarves in their glittering gemstone mine. We're not going to examine the ethics of said mine. Molly's reminding us that up there. But what we're going to do is enjoy the bright and glittery gemstones and the delightfully jaunty tunes of the Seven Dwarfs.
That's exactly what Big Gemstone wants you to do.
Molly, we've had multiple conversations about Big Gemstone today, and while I am not on their payroll, I wouldn't want to offend them either.
I've heard Big Gemstone gets that. Speaking of ethics, though, I thought of something while we were riding Tron.
Oh boy, yes, go on.
You know how I've often said one of my favorite effects on that ride?
Is it when we splatter that virtual human against the wall?
I do like that. But one of my favorite effects on that ride is that you're supposed to be racing the orange team, so at one point the light up on your light cycles becomes orange, and then it's reflected in a mirror next to you, so it looks like you are racing another team, but it's really you.
Yeah.
Are they trying to tell me that I am my own worst enemy, and also, like, I could defeat my own inner demons?
That sounds like a conversation to have with a trained professional.
I just feel like Tron's trying to tell me something.
Yeah.
One of my favorite hidden details in a queue requires a little teamwork, but if you spin these gemstone buckets, the different dwarves will appear, but if you can get all 7 to spin at the same time, Snow White appears in the middle. So talk to strangers, don't be weird though, and just tell everyone to spin, because it's cool. Like, just be like, hey, spin it. Don't be like, hey, want to see a magic trick? That won't work.
Dude, no, well, especially when you say it with that tone. It's definitely not going to work if you say it with that tone.
Don't talk to kids. No, don't talk to kids. Talk to their parents.
Yeah, talk to the parents.
Oh, wow. We are really getting spoiled with the fact that we've ridden a lot of these big popular attractions twice today. We filmed the ride and rank earlier today, and I think that attraction is so cute, but man, at night, especially in the back row, that is so much fun. The back row really whips you more than I remember. Now we are headed across a literally deserted Fantasyland and headed to one of the most popular rides in the park, Peter Pan's Flight, which has a posted 5-minute wait right now, which is the dream. Peter Pan's Flight has no height requirement, almost an opening day attraction. It's been so popular ever since. It usually has a 60, 70, 80 plus minute wait. You're gonna board a flying pirate ship and sail over London and off to Neverland with Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and the gang. This attraction is just pure nostalgia for me, and I normally always use a lightning lane on it, which means I don't get to see my favorite part of the queue. But tonight, that changes. Oh, Nana. Oh, Nana, oh, father. There's literally no one in the nursery to witness Alan's beautiful dance. He is as graceful as Tinkerbell.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Woo! Hi, butterflies. Hi, Peter.
To Neverland!
Well, goodbye, Nana.
As an additional bonus perk, there's almost no wait. Well, there really is no wait for the Tangled Magic Shot. You want to do it? Okay. Okay, so we're back in a flash. We just got that magic shot taken. It took all of 30 seconds to get that photo taken. That includes actually having the photos taken and waiting behind the masking tape for 20 seconds as we chatted with the PhotoPass cast members. We also asked them after the photo was taken how long the line normally is during daily park hours, and they said that it typically hovers around the 60-minute range during a normal day. And the fact that we're here at extended hours and it was literally 30 seconds to get that photo taken is, I mean, that's huge. Now, you still have to have Memory Maker or purchase the photo, but the fact that it is such a low wait to get it, I mean, that's a huge perk. Now, you'll see that wait time at Haunted Mansion is 13 minutes. As Molly mentioned earlier, that is just a little Easter egg, and that means it's a walk-on attraction. So, we're here at the Haunted Mansion, a classic, a staple here, and my favorite attraction, and you're right, very spooky here as we approach, well, we're past midnight now as we move into the wee hours of the morning. This attraction has no height requirement and takes you through a very haunted manner as you visit with the 999 happy haunts and perhaps leave with one. Yeah, this was literally a walk-on. I've never gotten on this attraction this fast, ever.
Tranquility. It's time to respond.
Be sure to bring your death certificate.
Okay, well, that was perhaps the fastest I've ever gotten on the Haunted Mansion, literally ever.
Also, the stretch room was so uncrowded that you could see the grates near the floor, which a cool detail about Haunted Mansion is that all of the mansion is supposed to look like a monster, so you're gonna see faces in the gate work and stuff outside, and the grates near the floor in the stretch room also look like monsters. You can never see it normally because it's so crowded. There's no one in this park right now. It's awesome.
This is giving me working late night overnights in the park when I was a cast member right now.
Yeah.
And whoo!
It's great.
That's amazing. All right, well, we're gonna walk through a very empty Liberty Square into, through Frontierland into Adventureland.
Yes.
To ride Pirates.
I think that will be our last ride tonight probably because Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, we'd probably have time to do both of those, but Thunder's sleepy, so she's not open right now.
Sleepy girl.
All right, just check the wait times again. There's about 20 minutes left of the evening. Literally everything is a 10-minute wait or less, including Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is bonkers town. The only thing I don't think you could do right now is Tron because they did run out of virtual queue spots a little after midnight, but still, what an awesome perk. Also was able to confirm that Casey's Corner and the lunching pad are also open. So if you do need late night snackies, those are available to you. Now, I wouldn't recommend using these hours for dinner. I'd eat beforehand, but if you need a little pick-me-up. Avast mateys, we be joining the queue at Pirates of the Caribbean. It's my favorite ride in all of Walt Disney World. Literally a walk-on right now. I'm just tickled that we are gonna pillage, plunder, rifle, and loot with some of my favorite guys. You know, you got Captain Jack, you got Barbossa, you got Pyro Red, you got the Auctioneer, you got that guy with the foot, you got the dog with the keys, you got the drunk guy with the pigs. You know, good friends. You know them by name. Okay, here's the thing. I know Pirates of the Caribbean already got an IP edition when they added in the movie based on the ride. So now the ride's also based on the movie.
Yeah.
But if they were to redo this ride as Muppet Treasure Island,
Oh, I'd lose my mind.
I wouldn't be mad.
Maybe an overlay.
We'll just say that. Yeah, if there was a seasonal pirate overlay where they were singing Shiver Me Timbers and Cabin Fever, I'd like it.
Run up your white flag, you smurfy scum. Railway Captain Jack Sparrow.
sweetheart show. Yo ho, yo ho.
Well, that is just an incredible way to end this evening and, frankly, really long day that's turned into a new day now, technically, spent here in the Magic Kingdom. I just don't know of a more stellar way to end. Well, other than going in front of the castle and taking a beautiful picture there, but gosh, that was nice. But Molly has discovered something and is running over that way.
We rolled onto Aloha Isle and they were like, come over. We're open for 1 more minute. So we were the last guests at Aloha Isle. They closed at 12:55 tonight and we got some coconut Dole Whips. Emily and Perk, y'all made our night with your excitement and cheering for us being the last Dole Whip customers.
Cheers to us. And thank you so much. Cast members of the Magic.
Yeah, they are.
So I lied. I thought it was the best in the night getting off of Pirates. This is better.
Coconut. They obviously have the pineapple. They got your classics over there too. Aloha Isle, a staple, but I just love the coconut, so what do you think?
For sure. Well, that brings us to an end of the Extended Hours event. What do you think?
I don't think it completely replaces a Disney After Hours, which I know it's its own ticket you have to purchase separately, but it's shorter than that. You don't get special entertainment like at the Magic Kingdom version. They're doing enchantment. There's no characters, not included snacks. So it's really more just a really good perk of staying at one of the qualifying hotels.
I mean, that said, within the 2 hours that we were here, we were able to ride both fancy rides here at Magic Kingdom and 3 of the most popular attractions.
In addition to that.
In addition to the 2 fancy rides. And get a classic treat.
A delicious treat to end the night. Plus, I love being in the park in the evenings when it's cooler, it's all lit up, it's less crowded, it's not as hot. So just being here this late does feel like a special treat. What I will say is I do miss when this perk was available to all Walt Disney World Resort guests. It used to be called Extra Magic Hours. I remember coming a lot as a kid, and it used to be even later. It used to be till like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And I remember being here as a teenager and a young adult doing that. So it is a bummer that only Deluxe and Villa guests get this perk now. But that is part of the reason we like working with DVC Rental Store, because their prices are so good. It puts Deluxe and DVC resorts into the same price category as a Caribbean Beach or even a Pop Century. And I love it when people tag us like on Discord or message us and say they were able to score some resort they wouldn't have otherwise because they worked with DVC Rental Store. Which again, they didn't sponsor this video. We just like this perk.
And lastly, I don't think that this event negates the need for fancy rides or Genie Plus in this park. I think it can lighten the load certainly for some of them, but it's not going to eliminate it entirely.
Yeah, I think you could do like just Genie Plus during the day and then bank on doing the 2 fancy rides at night, or do the 2 fancy rides and knock out some of your heavy hitter Genie Plus attractions during this event. Regardless, you could save some money by doing this event instead of buying more lightning lanes.
But until next time, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and if you want to join with the MamFam in the conversation about this or any of our other videos, join us on Discord. Links for all that are down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it has been so magical.
It really has been.
Good night.
Night. For real this time.